Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that does move the videos around YouTube. I bring in aspects of you and your person into the reading, so you can swap the qualities if you find that there is some sort of reflection there, then you can do that. It just gives you an idea, a sort of a snapshot of you and your person. Let's get some astrological guidance. Quite a bit of earthy energy. Okay, so it looks like some grounding coming in for you. Bottom of the astrology deck is Chiron healing. So these are this is wisdom through pain. This is healing of wounds, and this is emotional, mental. It can even be physical wounds as well. So some of that coming in for you, or for your person, or it could also be related to past lives, and that does come up a lot in relationships, especially significant relationships where you're coming together with your person to work on specific areas, and this is normally aspects from a past life where you come back in to resolve or to complete or to work on something specific, and you help each other in that way, whatever role each of you is playing. Whatever the role is, it's all part of the learning process. Let's get some goddess guidance now. Luna for your person. Bust for you. Okay, here's past life coming in, so there it is. You're dealing with a situation currently which is past life related. Kuan Yin, and we've got Arakura. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely card to be having. And then you've got at the bottom of the goddess deck, Butterfly Maiden, Transformation. Also a beautiful card. Some people are scared of this sort of energy of transformation, but on the other side of this is something beautiful. This is necessary. It's completely fitting for you to be going through any transformation, or the relationship going through this transformation, and something beautiful is on the other side of that. So this Chiron energy is also about transforming those wounds, or those whatever those experiences are from the past, and transforming them, releasing the energy from there. So it seems to be that seems to be a theme here. Let's get a destiny card for you. Reflection. Okay, that's completely appropriate here as well. So there is some sort of inner work stuff coming up to be dealt with. Let's get a Moonology card. Okay, supermoon. Okay, so we've got a supermoon coming in there, and the background of Kuan Yin is a full moon. So this seems to be important in some way. Well, in this month, the 27th is the full moon. It's in Virgo, so that may be relevant for you. Otherwise, it could be any full moon, really, but it seems that it may be happening quite soon. Bottom of the Moonology deck is a fiery climax approaches, and this is full moon in Aries. So full moon is certainly important for you. So let's see how this applies now. Okay, so for you, as I said, some of these aspects may be interchangeable. So for you, bust independent Taurus, I have. So this is a very earthy energy. It's very grounded. Perhaps you need to bring that in to your life at this time. Or it could be an aspect of the relationship that's coming in, but it's a very grounded energy. It covers a lot of sort of yellow and orange energy, and that's reflected here. So this is, yellow is the solar plexus chakra, and orange is the sacral. So this is creative. This is, the sacral is joyful, finding your joy, creativity. It's also sexuality. And then the yellow is the solar plexus, which is your confidence, your internal power, your will, your strength to get things done, you know. And often when you are feeling hurt or you've had some sort of blow, you feel it here. So, but what this is saying to me is that you are busy, or you have been, or you are currently building up some sort of foundation for yourself. This is the card of accumulation. So this is normally accumulation of wealth, but it can also be possessions, but it can also be about like gardening possibilities. Now that's a symbolic for gardening, as in planting, as in creating planting seeds for the future. And the Taurus energy is very much about that. It's always got a little bit tucked away, always concerned about security and balance and stability. So all of that is coming in. And it's saying that from your point of view, it's saying independent. This is the goddess card. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So this doesn't have to be a very hard and heavy thing to be following, but it's certainly about embodying that within yourself. The cats are there, which indicate independence, and this is saying that you need to be independent in, possibly could be finances, it could be within your resources, but it can also be within your time. So this means having your own interests and setting aside a time to have fun, to socialize, to do the things that you enjoy doing. So it's independence. It could even be independence in thought. So having, you don't have to be dogmatic about it, but it can be about having aspects which you are, you resonate with and are important for you. So you're building foundations, you're creating things. It's about stability, it's about grounding as well. You may need to do that. That's going to create a very good foundation. These two are very well suited to each other, actually. Just the only thing is, don't become too materialistic or too bogged down with possessing things. This is about bringing that stability in and creating that for yourself by all means. So it's about keeping balance, and it's also about sensuality and having sensual activities or things that create the idea of sensuality in you. So this can be good food, this can be a beautiful surroundings, sort of, within your home, lovely plump cushions, fresh flowers, lovely, nice things to eat, just home comforts, creature comforts. That's what the Taurus is all about. It's a kind of a leaning towards luxury as well, and just comfort in general. So it's about that, but it's saying to you that you need to allocate time for yourself, but also time for your own interests, and to create this environment of sensuality, but also foundations for the future. Bring that in. And even if you have been in this relationship for quite a long time, you may be married, you may already be a partnership for a long time, it's about creating that for yourself, and then that enhances the relationship, because whatever you create for yourself then flows outwards. And you may just be wanting to do that within the relationship, to create certain things, or to work on planting new things for the future. Accumulation is a very good symbolic idea for Taurus. You need to bring that growing energy, growth, stability, security, and sensuality, and all of those those steady factors into your life. Now, for your person, we've got Neptune sacrifice, and we've got Una easy does it. So this is actually the more watery of the two. So you may find that these are, as I said, interchangeable. So this is your planet. It's very much about, it's got lots of different aspects coming into it. So whoever this applies to, okay, it's about dreams, and spending a lot of time in dreams, whether this person is reaching for their dream or whether they are dreaming a lot about you. That could also be the case if you're not strictly together yet, fully. So it's about your dream life or their dream life. It's also about tapping into imagination, inspiration, everything connected to God, everything connected to the universe and the divine. And this may be important for this person if they are in a field which requires that. So this could be filmmaking or creating sort of mysterious things. They could also be involved in oils and perfumes or something like that. Or it could just be the writing and using that imaginative and creative ability that comes with this connection to God, this connection to divine, to the universe. It can also make them a little bit dreamy, as I said, but it also can be that they're getting a lot of information or a lot of guidance in their dreams with current situations happening right now. It can also be that they may be under some sort of illusion, or they may be just a little bit dreamy, having, is sort of caught up in your some sort of enchantment, and they could be very enchanted with you. Perhaps you are the one that's bringing the stability in, and this person is enjoying that or connecting to that in some way. But it certainly is, they could be under some sort of enchantment, and as that's related to you, or it could be just that they are in a sort of a dreamy phase at this time, or they could be an inherent quality in them. But certainly very intuitive, very instinctive, very emotion-based, or they just could be exhibiting that at this time. They could also be connecting to various aspects around spirituality, healing, meditation. It can also be service work to others. They may be involved in that in some way. But it can also be to do with karmic things. They may be working karmic issues out. And this can be lots of things. This can be karmic contracts. This can be karmic placements with you, karmic things that have come up, aspects that you've come in together to work on, or they could be doing their own path work at this time. So things to do with that. They could also be feeling the twin flame energy as well with this, certainly with connecting to the universe or connecting to the greater cosmos, It can also be that there may be some sort of reliance on substances of some sort, or they could be emerging out of that. But it's a very watery, very dreamy energy. It can be a little bit almost like I said, dreamy. So they may be a little bit unsure about things, or they could be sort of just not clear, not having too many choices, too many things going on, and they can get a bit confused, or they could just not be clear at this point about certain things. So just see how that plays out for you. But certainly you're the one that's bringing in the stability and the and this sort of quite strong energies coming in. For the other aspect of them, it's Una, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So they could be very much in this flow where they've kind of surrendered to things. They may have surrendered to aspects of the relationship or aspects within themselves, and they're just going with what needs to be done right now because not all the aspects are clear right now. Easy does it indicates just going with things as they are unfolding, not pushing or forcing anything to happen, just going with what needs to be done, tapping into their guidance, tapping into the universe, to God, and so on, and allowing that surrender, that movement, that flow. It can also be that something that they may be involved in, they may be changing something about their lives. It could be the relationship where it's going from sort of, at the beginning stages to a more advanced stage. And so something is going from being more like a part-time thing to a full-time. It could be career-related, or it could be, as I said, within the relationship where you are moving into a more stable or more committed situation. It really depends on your current relationship. But just to go with the flow, and to know that things are going to work out, that things are in hand, their needs will be met, and just easy does it, just to go with the flow for now. And then for the current situation, we've got Isis past life, which is what I said, and we've got earth element stability. So this is coming in again, this stability. So there may be some stabilizing factors which you are bringing in, or which you need to bring in at this time. Or you need to create it between the two of you. But it's saying that whatever has come up or is coming up in the relationship is past life related. So either this person is you're connecting with on a past life contract, or it could be for either one of you, some past life issue is rising up. Now this is normally in the form of a fear or a block. Or some sort of, it's like a fear of something that has happened in the past and it's left an imprint. And it's usually to do with a loss or a betrayal or an abandonment, or something that, perhaps you didn't connect in that past life. You wanted to, but you didn't connect. There can be lots of ways. It can also be monetarily focused. Something is occurring, but she's saying that the situation involves past life memories, but do not let those memories hold you back or hold the relationship back. You need to overcome them and move forward, because on the other side of this is what is right for this relationship and for both of you. So you've got to move past that. You've got to move past that fear or whatever it is that's rising up. It's like an ancient memory that's got triggered, and you work through it by bringing it to the light, actually bringing it into the light, examining it, and then most of the time it loses its fear factor, because it's in the light. If you're suppressing something or you're holding something in the dark, it gets a boogeyman type status. You don't want that. You want to bring it into the light, examine it, and tackle it, deal with whatever it is that it is. But it's saying that don't allow these fears and these ancient roots to hold you back at this time. You need to move forward. So with the earth element coming in, this is about creating stability, but it's also about planting yourselves firmly in the ground and then bending and swaying with what needs to be done. So going with what is occurring around you. There may be a little bit of a testing time in at the moment, but it certainly is about also trying something new. So there is some sort of action required here. There is going to be an action, and it's going to be involving taking a step in a new direction, whether this is within the relationship or either one of you may be grappling with this, but it's about taking a new step. And I feel that this fear may be holding either one of you back or within the relationship, but it's a step in a new direction needs to be taken, because with the earth element card, it can be that you have fixed ideas or old-fashioned ideas, or you're grappling with old programming. And as I said, this can be past life related, or something from early childhood, or something where you're fixed on this is how the way things must be, or this is how I have to handle this, or this is what we must do. Look outside the box, try new things, and don't be afraid to try new things. That is what this card is saying to you. Don't be afraid to try new things, change things up, move around and go in different directions, try new things. Really, that's basically what it is. But it is about bringing that stability into yourself, into your lives, but it may involve a new step in a new direction. Some sort of action is required at this time. Then for the advice, we've got Kuan Yin, compassion, and we've got Gemini, I think. So there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here. And it's saying supermoon emotions are high. So whatever is being highlighted here, it's going to be heightened because of the supermoon. It heightens anything, but it's saying that there's something is going to come out of this, something very good, and you just need to work through these fears. You need to work through this issue and go forward. And Kuan Yin is saying release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So whether it's you or yourself or this person that is grappling with whatever it may be, or you're trying to deal with a situation, have compassion. Come back to this softness in the heart, and decide whether you're in this for the long haul or not. Be committed to it. And it's the same, obviously, for your person. Be communicative. Talk about things. That's what the Gemini card is saying. Talk about this. There's lots of blue here, which is the throat chakra, which is about communication, and it's in the background here. So something may come up around the full moon. Certainly, you've got super moon here. But it's saying there's some action you need to take. There's something that you need to do to just move forward. Try something new. Bring it in. Bring that energy in. And there's research involved. There may be learning. So you may be learning about something online. This can involve electronics and the internet. It's also about, as I said, communication, whether it's with your person. It may involve certain family members as well, or could even be neighbor related, but normally it's direct communication, and it can also be sort of about documents and contracts and things like that. But it's ruled by Mercury, which is the messenger of the gods. So you may be waiting for news, or you may be going to make an announcement or say something or discuss something, but make sure you and your person are 100% clear with each other. Okay, and Mercury retrograde will end around about the 21st of Feb, but there's a slight drag after that for about a week or so. So just think about that. Avoid making big signings or making big purchases or initiating big actions. Just go with the flow. Take advantage of this time for reflection until you really need to take action. But there is some action coming in which is going to bring stability in for you. Okay, and this can also be twin flame related. It can also be lovers related. It's the lovers card of this deck. So as I said, sensuality does come in here with the Taurus card. So maybe you are reconnecting on some level, but you need to talk to each other, you need to reconnect on something, but a decision is definitely being weighed up, and certain things are being talked about, expressing ideas, exchanging ideas, talking, networking, things like that. As I said, whatever is coming in here, there's some sort of transformation required. So this is Butterfly Maiden. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So whatever the change is that's coming in for you, it's necessary, it's important. You're going through that chrysalis stage, and you to become a butterfly. So this is the relationship, or it is one or either of you, which obviously affects the relationship. But it's saying that this is do not fear these changes. Do not fear these changes. Okay, that is why Isis is here. Do not fear these changes. And it could be that your person maybe is expressing some fear with the Neptune card, you know. They just may be a little bit overwhelmed by everything right now. But this is saying yes as well. The Supermoon card is saying yes. And Butterfly Maiden is saying this transformation is going to lead you somewhere important, and to let go of fear. Allow this chrysalis to fall away and to reveal the butterfly of the relationship. And we've also got here full moon in Aries. So again, this is action. This is a fiery climax approaches. So something is required here, some movement forward. And it could even be an outburst of emotion. But just keep your tempers in check. Stay calm. But you know, the emotions are going to be high. But this is measured action. Take measured action steps. Move forward by all means, but measured action steps. This is almost like calculated action. So think things through, talk things through, work it out. And you may even be initiating something as well. Or you know, it could be within the relationship. Perhaps you are initiating a move together of some sort. But this is about action. So put impatience, put anger aside, put tempers aside, rushing around. This is full moon is the result. It's the you know, there may also be a result of something that comes from an action, but it can also be about sort of forgiveness or gratitude related. You may just be receiving something, and you know, it depends on what is the outcome of that, but I feel it's going to be positive. You just need to work through a few things, but it's about you know, being in this full moon emotional energy, but don't allow the negatives to take over. Rather focus on how you can move forward in calculated and measured steps. Then we've also got underneath us, the bottom of the deck is Chiron healing. So there is some healing taking place here. I do feel it is past life related. There is going to be some reflection involved here. But this is about tackling an old wound or an old sort of situation that keeps repeating, or it may be repeating. This is the second time it's coming around, but this is something that's rising up. I do feel, as I said, it's past life related, or it could be even early in your lives. Something is rising up. It's something that has been buried or suppressed, and it hasn't been dealt with properly, and that's why it keeps coming around. It may not be the exact situation, but it will have similar feelings about it, which bring up that same emotional reaction in you or within the relationship. And this is normally related to the original event, the first time it happened, what was going on at that time. But the only way to deal with this is if this wound has been sort of, it's got papered over, or it's got like an elastoplast on it. You need to pull that off. You've got to open the wound up, let the light in, examine it, pull it out into the light, examine the wound, be brutally honest, examine exactly what went on, and acknowledge that this situation or this event or this whatever happened has had a place in your lives, or in your life, depending on who it's applying to. It's had a place in your life. It has had a purpose. Everything is a learning experience. Please understand that. Everything is a learning experience, whether you perceive it as good or bad. Everything has something in it which is a nugget of wisdom. All right. So acknowledge that it's got a place in your life, and then apply forgiveness to yourself. And to release yourself from the situation, forgive the situation. You don't have to forgive other person's actions, but you can just release your energy from there, because it's got trapped there, and that's why it keeps going round and round, because it hasn't been cleared or sorted out or resolved. So release yourself from that, because you kind of got a chain of energy there. Release yourself from that, or yourselves from that, and allow that sort of releasing to happen once you've acknowledged that it has had a place in your life and that it's had a purpose. Apply the forgiveness and then release and let it go. It should not repeat, you know. That's pretty much the energy. It's also about using natural therapies or natural remedies, anything medicinal as well, to assist at this time, to work on the emotional body, mental body, or even the physical body if it's a wounding. Quite often, if it's a physical wounding, then there was a situation that occurred around that physical wounding. What was going on around you, or you and your partner at that time? Examine all that. If you have to talk it through, then talk it through. But go through all of that and pull it out. And if you have to write it down, then write it down. But if you can apply any sort of natural therapies, natural remedies, whatever it is to help you through that, whether it's naturopathy or Bach flower remedies or any kind of sort of energetic work, chiropractic, even if it's a wounding, you know, just to help to get the energy moving and the flow coming back in. It can also be that whatever you learn through this process, this releasing, this forgiveness, you know, bringing it into the light, the forgiveness and the releasing of it, whatever that is, it will actually free you up, and it's going to give you a key. Okay, it's going to give you the key to something, whether it's your own self resolution and understanding, and then you can use that knowledge to help others. It's a wonderful tool. Or it could be that you just now stumble upon something which has helped you tremendously, whether it's a remedy or a therapy or something, and you become interested in it. You can make a career out of it, or you can just help others with it. There's multiple ways that this can manifest. It's also about spending time in nature. Nature will help the healing process. Very, very important. Okay, so all of that comes in with Chiron. And then for the outcome or the potential here, we've got lovely lilac energy and also blue. So again, the throat chakra, but also the third eye coming in. So examine all of those chakras, do a little bit of research. Sagittarius, I see. This is about seeing multiple layers, seeing visions, seeing further than what you have done before. You're going to get a breakthrough of some kind with the Sagittarius energy. This is luck. This is breakthroughs. This is seeing the big picture, okay? Seeing how this is all fitting into you. It's a very sort of open social energy. It's a very philosophical energy. It's also got the energy of adventure, exploration. So whether that's in the mind, through learning or through reading or understanding something, you know, the deeper concepts of belief systems, religion, whatever it may be. It could even just be learning, like higher learning. But it can also be actual physical adventure, as in going into your environment. Perhaps you need to go into nature. Some sort of trip, if you can do that, if you can go out on a trip, even if it's a camping trip, whatever it is, it's about that exploration. It's expanding your horizons. Expansion is very much the energy of Sagittarius, okay? It can be quite social as well. It's about opening up. It's about seeing the big picture. And you've also got Arakura, blossoming, beautiful energy. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up, okay? Do not give up. And open yourself up to seeing things, seeing the multiple layers of the dimensions that we live in and the multiple layers of your life. And this is again saying that you're only just beginning. You're only just beginning this journey, or whatever, this healing process, or whatever it is that you're going through. There's still things to discover. It's that slow flowering, and just enjoy this beautiful process. And it may not all be, a bed of roses every day, but it's that adventure, that exploration, that willingness to set off on this journey. Okay, that is the Sagittarius energy, that willingness to, move forward, to expand, to grow. But there's breakthrough possible here. She's also saying, do not give up. Okay, even though some days may not be, then you call on your natural therapies or remedies to help you. And with her, she is the queen of flower essences and flower remedies, so Bach flower remedies or floral essences or even essential oils. Whatever you can do to enhance your body, to enhance your emotions, work on the physical body, which then in turn works on your etheric body, your aura, and so on. Whatever you can do, just even if it's personal reading and some little things that you like to try, just for your own personal use or within your home, burn essential oils, put them in your burner, whatever it is. But she can help you with that, and spend time in nature. Again, it's coming up. Spend time in nature, relax into the beauty of nature, enjoy, even if it's gardening, because that came up. You've got Taurus here and you've got earth elements, so get your hands in the soil, grow flowers, spend time in nature and enjoy communing with that. That's part of something that's important for you, and it will enhance it will raise your consciousness, your vibration, and it will also bring you into the present moment, which is where we make all our decisions. Okay, and you may also find that you have an absolute affinity or a likeness for this beautiful using of these remedies and things, and then you can use them for yourself, or you can use it as an additional career, or just something that you enjoy helping others with as well. But certainly blossoming taking place here. Do not give up. If you enjoyed that, please have a wonderful month, and don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and take care, and I will see you next time.